Hey, East Tennessee Vapers, it's EJ back with you on part two of our Vault review, checking out 6 flavors from the Vault. Last week we found 3. By far the winner was Rocky Road, so I'm excited to see if we're going to have another Rocky Road stand out in episode 2. Before we get to that, I just want to announce the winner of the Name This Show contest. I wanted to thank everybody. I read all your comments, and there were a bunch of really good ideas. At the end of the day, I think there were 4 that I really liked that it was really hard to kind of figure out which one I enjoyed the most, that I thought would fit the show the best. But at the end of the day, it goes out to Ray Knight, who suggested EJ's Vape Arcade. So you took 2 things that I clearly like, vaping and the arcade. On top of which, though, I read everybody's comments, and the majority of you guys seem to really think that the Bald Guy Vapes was a pretty good name to begin with. So what I wanted to do was take Ray's suggestion and integrate that into the show that you guys seem to already really like. So I now present to you the new name of the show, Bald Guy's Vape Arcade, taking the 2 things that stand out here, this guy and the arcade games and vaping. So I guess the 3 things that stand out. So Ray Knight, congratulations. I am going to get in touch with you offline. We're going to set you up with Jeff down at Cloud9 in Sevierville, and you are going to get to pick out your choice of RDA clones. I'm really excited to see what you get. Congratulations. On to the show, guys. We're going to be checking out the final 3 flavors from the Vault. Up first is popcorn. Little backstory about me and popcorn that you need to know about. I love popcorn. Anytime I'm watching a movie, popcorn. Going to sleep, popcorn. Waking up, popcorn. Well, it's not that bad, but I certainly do love popcorn, so I'm excited about this flavor. Let's see. So the thing about popcorn, the juice, is that it's not coming through. I'm not getting really much of any taste out of it at all. And it's something that I've tried a couple times and I've played around with just a bit. And has this ever happened to you? You got a juice that you're totally jazzed about and you just don't get the flavor you're thinking about from it? It's happened to me before, and so what I think needs to happen here is that popcorn needs to go and steep for a little bit. If you guys are not familiar with steeping, when you don't get the flavor you're expecting, or there's just not a lot of, it's not that it's a good or bad flavor, it's just there's not any flavor for me when I'm vaping on this. And there are a couple ways to play around with that and try to enhance it a bit. Steeping is the primary way. Steeping is just being patient. If you know me, I am the least patient person you've ever met in your life. So steeping is very difficult for me, but it's what you have to do sometimes. You just put it away, forget about it, come back to it, and that's going to change the flavor. The juice will change as it rests. Another thing you can do is let it breathe. You take the cap off of it, put it in a dark place, cover it with a paper towel so no dust or anything gets in there, and just let it sit. And I recommend not doing that for over 12 hours. You don't want to drastically change it. You just want to kind of boost it a little bit and then continue steeping it. Something else that could change this for me is putting it in a tank. Maybe it's something that is better in a tank than it is dripping. So, I'm going to be playing around with popcorn. It's a flavor that I really want to try. I just don't feel like I'm trying it in its optimal form. So we'll come back to popcorn. I'll let you guys know. Next up is Mountain Dew. So as far as Mountain Dew goes, I put about 10 solid minutes of thought into it, and I think that Mountain Dew is probably going after Mountain Dew. So let's see if Mountain Dew tastes like Mountain Dew. Yeah, it does taste like Mountain Dew. Let's see here. Mountain Dew, or Mountain Dew from the Vault, has a really heavy carbonated exhale. You get that carbonation. This is like the first sip after you crack that can of Mountain Dew. It comes out through your nose and you get the carbonation big time, and then that Mountain Dew flavor kind of washes over your mouth. It's definitely interesting. Let's see here again. See, I mean, when I look back to the Rocky Road ice cream, the Mountain Dew that I have here right now, that popcorn that I talked about first, I know that there's something there. I'm waiting for it to unlock. Like maybe that's the vault. Maybe the vault unlocks, and popcorn has not just unlocked yet. But Mountain Dew, I can tell you Mountain D is unlocked, and it's something that is going to taste to you just like the drink. If you're a fan of Mountain Dew, then I think you're going to like Mountain D. Let's check out the final flavor. The final flavor is what I alluded to last time. And I've been apprehensive about this. I've lost some sleep over this, and Penny suggested this, and I was too intrigued to say no. There was an evil look, an evil glint in Penny's eyes, so I know that I should be a little bit scared. But what we have here is eggnog. Okay, so first of all, it is July. It's not December. Is this going to transport me to December? Is this going to blow my face off? Eggnog, I think, some spices, that dripping, it's going to be a little bit concerning, but you know what? I do it for you guys. I do it to see. I'm curious, so let's check out eggnog. I'm still here. Hey, I made it. Let's see here. Eggnog, is it an all-day vape? No. Is it something that I'm going to just throw in the middle of the summer? No. But here's the question. Is it something that I would try in the dead of winter? Possibly. It's funny because I get nutmeg out of it. And for a second there, I almost thought that the name of the juice was nutmeg because that's what comes across. When I think eggnog, I want that milky taste in there, and I'm going to check again, but I'm not sure if I'm getting that milky taste. That's not coming through for me, so maybe we'll just call it nutmeg from now on. But you know, it's hard to recommend as a all-day vape or anything along those lines. The bottle doesn't claim that it's an all-day vape. It's just something that is kind of maybe a specific time of year, maybe that Christmas. I would be really interested if this maybe you mix in another flavor and you get a creamy smoothness that really enhances the nutmeg and takes it up to that what I think is an eggnog. But that's not what I'm getting in it. But challenge accepted, challenge completed, eggnog from the vault. Guys, that's it for the show. I want to thank the vault. Thank you for having me. Thank you, Penny and staff, for just letting me try these flavors. There definitely were two standouts by far, Rocky Road Ice Cream and Mountain D. These are flavors I definitely recommend you go in and check out. I think you guys will have as much fun at the vault as I did. And that does it for this week, guys. So, Bald Guys Vape Arcade signing out. We'll see you next time.